I want y'all to check out one more story before we take a short break. I'm going to try not to pause this one that much. I just want y'all to listen. This is from Kwame Brown. And for everybody that dislike, see, right now I'm talking to the YouTube world. For those that say they dislike Kwame Brown for whatever he have done to you, could we put our disagreement aside for a ex-NBA superstar that is sharing a message like this? Whatever he have done to you, I'm not here to justify. I don't know. I catch Kwame Brown lives when I'm at the gym or when I'm chilling on it. You know, I tune in. I don't tune in enough to know his beef, but I know a couple guys, and I you know, I don't want to mention nobody's name, but what I'm gonna say is, when Kwame Brown is making reference to stuff like this, could we not put our differences aside and say, this is something that we need to focus on right here? Y'all, listen to this. I'm gonna try my best not to pause this. Please listen to this. Please listen to this. This right here was so, this is needed to be said by somebody his size. A lot of y'all got to understand, we can't get everybody to come down and help us out. But we got an ex-NBA player that's trying to help us out. Why can't we take what he's giving us and run with it? We can't get LeBron James to come down and speak on these topics. We can't get Michael Jordan to come down to speak on these. So why can't we take the ex-NBA player, Kwame Brown, first black first round draft pick, first he's in the Guinness World Record for being the first black African American to be draft number 1. You can't always choose the people that come and help you, but goddamn, this man got enough star power that can shed a light to a lot of the shit that we go through. That's what I just don't understand. Now, when he get into his other stuff for entertainment, a lot of that stuff for entertainment. But when he talking about stuff like this, why can't we say, hey, me and that nigga beefing right now, but I second that right there. We can't get some of these major celebrities to come down. But we got a guy that played in NBA. Name is big enough to spark a light to some of this stuff, and we choose to try to throw him away. Man, we got to keep these niggas that coming off here and trying to help us. Let's listen to this, y'all. I'm going to try not to pause it. Please listen to this, y'all.
Let me sit here for a quick second.
First of all, he said he just left church. I think it's dark as hell. What time you? Late night church.
Hold on real quick.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. If it's that cold, I ain't going to church. My nigga, if I gotta dress up like that to go to church, nigga, I'm missing that. Yeah, hey, FaceTime me and let me hear what's going on. God damn, my boy cold.
Real quick, like, man. They playing music in the restaurant, so.
All right, y'all, please listen.
I don't want to go in the restaurant. I don't know who this is, but let me put you in timeout. Smoking that Deion Sanders pack. What's going on, man? What's up? Man, listen, I ain't gonna be long because I gotta go in here and get me something to eat. I gotta go to this restaurant. But man, listen, man. I just left church. And man, I gotta say, man, my heart go out to the younger generation and these kids, man. Man, it was sad. I'm not gonna lie. We had a round table mentor session. Some good things came out of it, though. We got some things we want to do for these kids. One being that some of the parents need mentors, because there was this one kid, 13 years old, about 6 foot, 6'1". That little fella looked at me and said, man, I don't care about nothing. He said, man, I done learned how to cry to make people think that I care. I learned how to laugh. I learned how to do all kind of stuff, but I don't really care about nothing. I said, what? I said, you 13-year-old, you don't really care? I mean, he going through a situation with his mom, and a lot of these parents have a situation where these kids are raising themselves. A lot of these kids, the mothers and fathers, the father is not around. The mother has substance abuse. It's one little girl, the mom hair is done to the T and her hair is not done at all. I said, man, this is nuts. One little young lady, she shared that, man, she just so afraid that because she said, any given moment, I just know that one of my friends are not going to be here. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on? So 14 and 15-year-old kids, she said she had a 14-year-old friend get shot 9 times. And one of her other boys that she was dating, he was a 15-year-old, he get killed. So it's just like, she telling stories of 14, 15-year-old kids sleeping in cars. The young lady said, man, it's the parents. These parents don't care. This is a 14-year-old little girl, and she sounded about 32. I did not know how old this child was based on the way she sounded. Because life has been so hard and she had to mature so quick, you would think you're talking to a 30-something-year-old little girl. You can tell.
How many of us know somebody like that? How many of us was that person? At 15, 13, 12, we can tell you the life of somebody that has been living for 30, 40 years. This is how I know he wasn't lying about this. This is real right here, y'all. And I apologize for pausing it because I want him to just keep going, but when I need you to really understand that this shit is so crazy. After what we just watched and we hear what he's saying right now, how crazy does that match up? The little girl say her boyfriend is dying. They get into relationship 13, 14 years old, and then you telling me your 14-year-old boyfriend just got killed in a gang violence? Your 14, 15-year-old boyfriend just got shot up 9 times? What?
Well, you can tell she's a kid when she says certain things and gets shy, but when she was speaking about real reality, she sounded like a grown woman. She has to raise her other younger siblings because mama can't do so. And it's sad, man. It is sad. One of the little young girls, I think maybe one of the family members may be touching on her because she like, how do I get out of a situation? How do I walk out of a situation? And I immediately told the pastor, I said, we got to get this young lady some counseling. So it's sad to see so many children. I'm talking about all the children in there was black. I damn near wanted to cry. Little girls in there talking about, man, how do I deal with my anger?
Thank you, bro.
Boys in there talking about, I can't stop fighting. But when that 14-year-old told me he don't care about nothing, a chill went over me. I said, man, I can tell that this little kid is telling the truth. You know how you see a young person and they say something and you can tell this little boy don't care about. I told him, I said, you do care. I said that you care because you hear.
Facts.
I said, you saying that as a defense mechanism because you can't change the situation right now. But you gotta care.
How many of us really care about life, but the circumstance around us so fucked up that we tell ourselves, man, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Whatever happened, happened. But we really just saying, can somebody notice the pain I'm going through right now? Can somebody come and say, I see what's going on without judging me or belittling me? Can somebody notice the hurt that I'm living right now? The motherfuckers say they don't care, they really care. They just want somebody to acknowledge and try to help them. I I've been there. I done been that person before where I tell myself, nigga, fuck it, nigga, it's whatever, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I'm really saying is, I do not want to sleep in this home. I do not want to sleep in this abandoned house. I do not want to be living in somebody's basement, all because I chose to keep making mistakes and I couldn't figure it out how to get on the right track. And I just wanted somebody to say, come on, brother, you know, let me show you, maybe you should go this way. Because sometimes we be young niggas where we just go out in this world and we just running and hitting shit. We just bumping against walls and cars and all kind of shit. We walking in the middle of the streets. And what we really want is somebody to say, hey, how about you go this way? Sometimes we as young niggas, we too proud to go back home and say, mom and dad, I messed up. Man, bro. Y'all, come on, man. Talk to somebody. And I'm glad that that young boy ran into somebody like Kwame Brown. For everybody that have an issue with Kwame Brown, let's put our issues aside when we got somebody as big as Kwame Brown speaking on the things. Because we know how y'all try to give celebrities these powers like they gods. But I like the thing that Kwame say, I'm not a celebrity. Treat me like a regular man. And if we can learn to treat these guys like regular men, we don't give them this fake fucking love and power that they somehow have over the community. If we can remove this fake love and this fake power we give these celebrities, then we can say, okay, you just a regular man. Nigga, let me love my brother. Let me love my mama. Let me love my daddy. Let me love my sister over here loving on this motherfucking celebrity. He just another man. The fuck make him so special? He just another man. So I love what Kwame say, but at the end of the day, he just another man that's saying what I'm saying. And I can respect that and I can agree with that. So I don't look at Kwame as a celebrity. I don't look at Boosie as a celebrity. I don't look at Lil Wayne as a celebrity. They just another man who with blessed in whatever kind of crap they have on top of the conspiracy type stuff. We ain't gonna get into it on this video. But like, whatever. They just another man. I'm gonna love my kids. I'm gonna love my girl. I'm gonna love my daddy. And I'm gonna pay attention to my family because they need me more than these celebrities need me. We go out. Okay. I'm gonna let him. My bad. Let me let him talk.
If I said pigs don't care, pigs wallow and lay in the mud. You a young man. You can change your whole family lineage if you focus on your mindset. Don't ever say you don't care. You care.
Thanks.
I think his mother's an alcoholic. I think she deals with a lot of other substance abuses. So in order for him to cope with some of the things that he's seeing at home, he says, I don't care. He said, one of my best friends got hit by a car and I felt bad because I didn't feel nothing. I said, damn.
And that's real.
When do you guys get to be kids? That was my next question. When do you guys get to be kids? And I started to realize white folks do not have to worry about black folks anymore. It's not even close of a race. Because our generations, our kids are hurting and no one gives a fuck. No one cares. They just create these fake programs that's not going to help nothing. And I'm looking at all these kids and I want to tell them it's going to be okay. And I want to tell them it's just about their mindset. And I know from listening, I know trauma when I see it. That 13-year-old little boy was talking about the things that's happened in his home and how his home was being kicked in the door and all that. And he's subjected to certain things because of his environment. I wanted to just hug him and just cry with him because I understand what he's going through. And that's what a lot of these young black boys and black girls are going through. They're surviving their upbringing.
Bingo. That's a bullseye. If you could survive the hood, boy, if you could survive being from the poor, the project, man, boy, if you can survive that, shit, man. He said if he didn't say anything, he said enough right there.
Black folks are just surviving their upbringing.
That's a bar, man.
This don't make no sense. How can you compete with the white boy when the white man is just sending his kid to school? He's learning the education. He don't got to worry about dodging bullets. He don't have to worry about whether he gonna eat or not. Them kids was hungry.
Man, come on, man. Once again, I speak for unity. But when I call a spade a spade, I call a spade a spade. And this is not to throw a diss at non-black people. But what I'm saying for my black brothers and sisters out here, man. And I'm not saying this can't happen for non-black people. But I know when it comes to my community, I know, man, you happy if you can find something that if you was to go into your cabinet and you find a pack of noodles that you ain't know was still up there, man, what a smile does it put on your face. For the people that know what I'm talking about, type 1. That smile that come across your face when you ain't know that you still had one pack of noodle left, but you ain't see it. It was hiding behind something. And then you just got so hungry, you just started moving shit out the way. And then you, nigga, I got another, oh man, I got another pack of noodles. Damn, Billy. Ooh, wee. Man, dog. Man, bro. It's a different type of life, man. When you don't have and you just trying to survive and your parents just trying to survive and then it come down on you and you grow up into this. And now you wonder why you see us, we trying to eat everything. You see us go to the buffet and we damn near try to get everything at the buffet because some of us can't believe it. I can eat all this. And you wonder, and you looking like, why he keep going back up there? Man, why wouldn't I? Nigga, I ain't get the nigga, you telling me I can just go eat. Eat so much you be sick, man. How bad did we
In
do?
a church house with bonnets, all kind of stuff on. It's shameful. We want to sit here and talk about Wakanda. We want to virtue signal. We want to talk about all this shit that don't mean a hill of fucking beans when our next generation of children.
Niggas so focused on a Wakanda, boy, I tell you, motherfucker made all that money off of Black Panther, but we come right back into the same neighborhood where it ain't no motherfucking Black Panther. Nobody want to be a Black Panther, but we can go to the movies and fucking fall in love with Black Panther. Yeah, Wakanda forever. What about the motherfucking Wakanda in your community? Who gonna be the Wakanda in the community?
Are angry and don't give a fuck about nothing. A little girl in there, she was crying. She said, I wanted to play basketball and they took her coach away. So the coach was like a volunteer coach. The coach quit and left. The young lady tried to take her life. She just got out the hospital from trying to take her life. All she was holding on to was basketball and her bright spot in basketball. She said she wanted to learn how to play basketball. It is a crying shame as how far we think we've come. And listening to these kids and what they're saying, man, we are worse off now. We have soulless kids now. It is a crying shame as how far we think we've come. And listening to these kids and what they're saying, man, we are worse off now. It is a crying shame as how far we think we've come. And listening to these kids and what they're saying, man, we are worse off now.
One more time.
It is a crying shame as how far we think we've come. And listening to these kids and what they're saying, man, we are worse off now. We have soulless kids now. We have kids that are, man, listening to these kids talk, The oldest kid in there may have been 15 years old, and I can tell damn near every kid in there probably has had sex. I'm willing to go out on the limb and say each and every last one of them kids in there done had sex. And I'll take that back.
And this is why I tell y'all, I say, yeah, my sex life is crazy. I started having sex at 9 years old. But if I can take it back, y'all, I promise you right here to God, I would. The lifestyle that I live and I grew up so fast sexually, it kind of, I got involved in so many situations that could have killed, I could have died. Like sex was controlling me. I was so infatuated with it, man. Having sex at a young age, I think is top 5. One of the most dangerous things you can do as a kid. I tell y'all this. I tell y'all about my history, but man, let me say this one more time. If you young boys ain't had sex yet, don't fight it. Let it come when you get older, man. Do not feel pressure to go out here and start having sex at 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Y'all, I promise y'all. I tell y'all my life story, but I also give y'all gems in my life. Man, I got so lost into masturbating, having sex. It dragged me down so bad, man. I promise you. I'm not just saying that because I want to sound cool, man. I'm telling you, if I can take back having sex at an early age, bro, man, it's a powerful drug, bro. It's a horrible drug because it has an effect on you that it'll fuck you over, man. And you lose the value of what the connection's supposed to be about. Nobody should just be able to get your motherfucking dick or your pussy. They should have to earn that shit, man. Nobody should just be able to say, I fucked him or I fucked her. They should not be able to say that shit that easy. And there's a lot of people that can say, yeah, I had him. But somehow, man, I found a woman that, appreciate me because, who I am. But there's a lot of women that can go say, I had your man. For what? Just for a quick ride? For a quick feeling? Man, young boys, say that moment for your girlfriend that you really like. These guys on the internet try to make this sex shit sound so cool. Man, I can't begin to tell you how dark it is. You feel like nobody really care about you because everybody just wants you for sex. And like, I can't begin to tell you how dark it is. I can't begin to tell you how dark it is, bro. You start to not love yourself. Like, I can't begin to tell you how dark it is. You think I'm bullshitting. These niggas portray this sex life like it's so cool. Oh, man, I've had this many girls. I can't begin to tell you how cold, lonely, and dark. Man, if I can take it back, I would. I promise you, if I could take it back, if I could have started over and waited to have sex, I would. I didn't know because everybody make it sound so cool. So when I got that drug, it ran me. And man, by the grace of God, like I told y'all remember early in the stream, I told you, I done did a lot of crime where I should be in prison. I done had sex with over 1,000 women all around the United States. You can believe me or not. I'm not here to convince you. I'm telling you the truth about my life. And I never caught a serious disease, but I caught the crabs. I had chlamydia before. I got the burns. I got scared one time, thought I had HIV. Man, like, you don't understand, bro. Man, bro, it's a dark world and you just get so caught up in it. You don't know. You just get lost. You start, I want it. I need it. Ooh, sex, 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 sex. I need it. And before you know it, you lose yourself. And you feel like nobody can appreciate you because they just want to have sex. But in your mind, it's really you want to have sex. But you don't know how to value nobody because you keep looking at them for the material thing as in sex. If I could take it back, man, I promise y'all, I would. But luckily, you know, I'm different now. But man, you understand how long it took me to get to this point. How hard it was. Porn, sex. I could have sex, go watch porn right after that. I was so fucked up, man. I ain't have time. Nigga, I used to be at work, be my meat. I used to be at work on the clock, going to the bathroom to jack off. That's how fucked up it had me. I told y'all this story one time. I was driving on the highway and I pulled over on the fucking highway to jack off. I couldn't wait till I got to that girl. I was on my way to see a girl. The fuck? But I couldn't wait. I had to pull over on the side of the road and jack off. Then when I had sex after that. Promise to God. That shit'll fuck you up having sex at a young age, man. Young dudes, man, don't let these niggas convince y'all on this internet shit. These niggas are just internet niggas. They don't have no understanding of life, man. These niggas just get on the internet, try to sell tickets, sell views, and get some subs, and try to promote sex and having all these girls. Man, that shit ain't worth nothing, dog. I live this life, bruh. Cross my heart, hope I die. I live this life, bro. Having all these girls, having sex, all that shit ain't about nothing, nigga. Man, find happiness. Go to some comedy shows and laugh, nigga. Man, laughter is the real. If you can make laughter a drug, nigga, that's the real shit right there. If you can learn to laugh, nigga, if you can just try to smile, nigga, go to some comedy shows. Man, nigga, let me tell you what I like to do now. I like to eat an edible and go to a comedy show and just fucking laugh. That's one of my favorite things to do right now. And I'm not trying to advocate drugs to y'all, but what I'm saying is, nigga, I just love, nigga, I laugh like I can't, nigga, I go there and I just laugh. And nigga, that's the best feeling. Man, I come home, me and my girl, I just joke and she be laughing, y'all. I just have her rolling. And man, it's so cool, bro. It's so cool when you can come home to your lady and just have her fucking rolling, nigga. She be laughing, nigga. I be joking. She just be like, nigga, you crazy. And man, like, that's a feeling out this world, man. I'm not lying, dog. That's better than fucking all these girls trying to be a cool dude. Man, I promise y'all, man.
A few of them boys didn't. But I'm willing to bet my life to at least every single last one of them little girls that had sex before. Because there's nobody watching them. This one kid, 14, 15 years old, she is the mother for her house.
And all of us know somebody like that. Big sister was taking care of us.
She has friends that sleep in cars. They do anything but go to school. They're robbing people just so they can eat.
I told y'all, man. I grew up to where I stole my best friend drawers. Somebody made a comment last night, don't make me expose you over some 2K shit. Like I don't tell y'all my entire life. You can't expose me over no motherfucking 2K video game. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no video game. My real life is exposed. Nigga, I come and tell the people who I really am. And y'all can judge me negatively. Y'all can laugh at me. But I'm gonna help somebody. I'm gonna help somebody. I used to steal my best friend drawers and socks, nigga. That's how hard it was for me. My drawers had holes in them. They drawers didn't. I went through they drawers, nigga, to steal they drawers, and I got caught one day. And he looked at me, and man, it hurted me to my heart to say it. I said, it hurted me to my heart. I'm getting chills. I said, man, I need some socks. I need some underwear. You know, I ain't got none. He said, how many you need, man? Go and get you 2 more. My best friend, nigga. He a sergeant now in the military. 2 beautiful kids living his life. My homies. Another one working at my other best friend working at Mercedes. Been there for 10 years now. But I was stealing, I got caught stealing my best friend drawers and socks, man. And I told him what it is, man. I ain't got none, man. And I know this is wrong. I said it. And this when we was young, I said, man, I know, man, it's fucked up, man. Yeah, I ain't got no socks and drawers, man. My shit holy. And I wore my best friend drawers. Some of us go through some tough times, bro. Life is difficult for a lot of us. But you had to find some type of light to live for, man. Find something to live for. Find something to be different for. Find something to make a change for. Find it. It's all, you either gonna die, go to jail, or be a man on the street or a woman on the street holding up that sign. And I'm not judging nobody for holding up that sign or going to jail. But what I'm saying, man, you need to try to make a different life for yourself starting today so you can see the future. You can have a chance. Your kids can have a chance. I'm trying my best to give my kids a chance. And I can't do it by myself. That's why I gotta work on the community. That's why I go talk the shit I talk. Because we gotta do it together. Because you can't raise your kids by yourself, and I can't raise my kid by myself. Me and my girl can't do it. Because when they leave my sights, they're gonna be in somebody else's sights. And if we all just running, living our lives saying, hey, that's they badass kids, that ain't gonna how we gonna get nothing done. Because if we looked at each other kids like they say they did back in the days, we can say, hey, man, you know your mama and your daddy want to approve of that, man. Don't do that. But we all so caught up in our own world, and I understand they got us in this trap. They got us in this system to where it's hard to look outside of our family. I understand that. But we got to try our best to say, hey, man, come on, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that, y'all. Come on. I know it ain't easy, y'all. I know it ain't easy to say I got to worry about his family and my family. I know it ain't easy, but we better figure something out. We better figure something out, or we're going to have a lot of young niggas and young girls lost into our system. We ain't going to have no generation coming up. Our kids just going to walk out there and get hit with life, and they ain't going to be able to do nothing good for themselves.
So this prison to pipeline situation, they've got their next generation of kids already. Nice. They don't care about anything. They don't see any hope. This is what we've breeded in America. Fatherless homes, angry children that don't see any hope, and mothers that are not home because they are going to live their life still. Man, that was disheartening looking at that, man. Like, it's sad, man. There's no money in the world you could throw at that problem and fix it, because all of those kids got to go back home.
Facts.
And the unfortunate
money can't fix this issue that we have. And it's not just a black thing, y'all. It's not a black thing. It's a worldly thing. But it's most definitely an issue that us black people need to pay attention to. But it's not just a black thing. We got kids of all races on this bullshit getting fucked up in this game of life. But it's most definitely something us black people need to pay attention to.
The reality of the situation is, when they go back home, the same disrespect. One girl say, man, I just want a hug. I said, huh? She said her mother has never hugged her. Like, how in the hell can you be a parent and you never hugged your child?
Wow.
Like, I don't know if y'all people ever dealt with that. Like, my mama hugged me all the goddamn time. And I'm hearing that a lot. Like, a lot of the kids in there kept saying.
I can attest to that. I was a guy that didn't get hugs. I was raised by my father. And he wasn't giving out no hugs. And I had an issue with my homeboy one time. I told y'all this before for the ones that been rocking with me. My homeboy mother used to always hug them. My two best friends I grew up with, they mother will always put band-aids on their scars, hug them and try to comfort them. And I got mad one day. Like, y'all some little pussies, bro. I got mad because they mother and father was so connected to them. I was mad. I'm not lying. I got mad. I started to feel some type of way against my homies. All because they mother and father was showing them some affection. Like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, nigga? I really got mad at my friends because their parents was involved into their lives. And my daddy was involved and he loved me. My daddy loved me to this day. But my daddy had to work and I couldn't be around my dad because he had to go to work every day to what little he can afford for us. And I had to go stay with my aunties. One school year, I stayed with an auntie. The next school year, they would trade me off. Every school year, I'd go stay with a different auntie because, you know, I was bad and I was acting up and I was, you know, so, all right, well, he coming with you next school semester. All right, he coming with you next. And they just was trading me around back to back to back to back to back. Until I started to live with my daddy when I got like 13 years old. He had finally, you know, saved up enough money and worked 7 days a week to where I could actually come over and stay with him now. But man, I got mad at my homies, bro. I was jealous, dog. I was jealous, man. I ain't gonna even lie. I was jealous that they was getting that love from their parents. Like, you know, puss ass nigga. I was tripping, bro. So, for my parents out there that don't know that love and hugging and affection shit, man, them kids need it, man. Them kids need it. I can tell you from experience. And I try my best to make sure I do things with my kids. I try to big up them. I try to be in there, man. I try to be in there. But I ain't gonna lie. I was so focused on working, taking the same mistake my daddy took with me. And because of my lady, she helped me see that you can't live like that. I understand you want to be the one making all the money and you want to provide for us, but your kid want your attention. And y'all, all I was saying, man, y'all know lie to y'all. I said, man, you take care of them. I make this money, you take care of them. And she was shut up. She tried to fight me on it, but I convinced her to, that's your job. My job is to make the money. And then she finally got me to see the picture. And luckily it wasn't too late that I had lost my family. She had finally got me to see. She was right. Yeah, I might work and make this money, but what is making this money when my kids can't feel the love from their daddy? What is money when I can't love my kids? What is money when I can't hang out with my kids? Come on, man.
Yeah, well, no, my mama ain't affectionate either. Or my daddy ain't around, and my mama, yeah, she too busy. She ain't affectionate at all.
Facts, the man is needed.
One little kid was talking about a story where she felt bad because
it's like
this little kid was 10 and didn't really know how to do puzzles because the kid only had little iPads and things like that. But they introduced puzzles to the younger brother since he was 2 or 3 years old. So the younger brother is 5 and could do every puzzle. The older brother is 10 and couldn't do no puzzles. And the mother was yelling and berating him. And so I'm like, why? If he's trying to learn a puzzle, she kept saying, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to help you. What is the damn point of bringing out the puzzle if you're not going to do it with him? Like, I'm starting to think a lot of people are just having kids for the check. Either through the state or through a man.
I think that's true. But you know what I also think is true? and not just parents are having kids for the check, is that we as parents, a lot of us have kids, but we wasn't taught. What I'm saying is, if your parents never was really parents to you, then how do you know how to be a parent? You following the footsteps. Remember, I just told you, my daddy was a workaholic. I was following in the same footsteps. It's not that I didn't love my kids or I had them for money. It's the fact that, cause look, if I had them for money, I wouldn't be working. I think it's the money thing for some people, and I also think it's just the fact that we don't know how to be parents, because some of us lived in a house where we didn't see what y'all call a parent. We seen somebody that said, "Hey man, I'm working every day trying to take care of you, and this is what you're doing at school." That's what a lot of us know as parents. So I think it's a little of that and a little of the money thing.
I think a lot of these kids, they don't want them. They don't want a lot of these kids, and it's sad.
Facts, bro. Facts.
I'm a man all the way through, and that shit broke me down. I said, man, oh shit, I gotta get up out of here, man. I told the pastor, I said, listen, man, I'm gonna help you, man. I said, this church is pretty much all they have. That church was pretty much all those kids have. You see the look in kids' eyes when they going for seconds and thirds and fourth pizza. I'm like, man, you take the whole box. Make sure you get enough to eat as possible. If y'all want to make a change, man, get out into your community. Go talk to these children, man. It's a shame, man. That one little girl say her mother don't even give her a hug, man. I just don't understand how you have a child and your child got to tell other grown-ups that my mom ain't affectionate. I just need a hug. Like, I just be wanting somebody to talk to. I feel like nobody don't care. That little girl say, man, I done seen people kill themselves. I'm like, you 15 years old. Your friends done got shot. You got another friend that got shot 9 times.
Right. That's true, King. That's true.
When do they get to be kids?
That's true.
We got all these politicians virtue signaling, talking about, you know how confused these and angry these kids already are as we know it. And then now you're going to introduce sex to them? And what they identify as? When half these kids are trying to survive the bullshit foundation that they're faced with. The bullshit surroundings that they're faced with.
That's facts.
And I'm trying to hold back tears and let them know, man, if you just hold it in the road. Man, I come from 1 of 8. Man, my daddy was in prison damn near more than my life. Majority of my life. If you just hold on till you can get the goddamn ball and don't you fumble. You can't, it's not your fault that you were birthed in this situation. This one little girl said, I used to question God. I used to resent God. Because why would he allow me to go through so much stuff? I said.
Type 1 if you ever thought that. I know I did. I said, bruh, it can't be no God. I used to, when I was little, I said, it can't be no God, bro. Ain't no way it's a God with this type of shit going on. It can't be. I said that. But I grew to understand there is a God. They're just bullshit when it comes to religion. That's my opinion. I'm not gonna speak on religion. I know some of y'all are sensitive. So but I was one of those kids that say, how can it be a God with so much destruction, so much death, so much pain, so much hatred, so much suffering? Why would I grow up into an environment where I can barely eat? Yo, I'm gonna end it right there. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all that came through, man. Kwame Brown, we appreciate what you're doing. We appreciate that testimony right there. To those that have ill will against Kwame Brown, we need people like him that have been to that celebrity status. We need them to be just a man or just a woman. We need people like Kwame to say there is no such thing as a celebrity. If we can get that into our head, we can break this connection. And if we can break this connection, then instead of loving Kanye West, I can love my daddy. I can love my brother. Instead of loving Beyonce, I can love my mother. I can love my sister. But we so caught up in loving these celebrities, we don't have no love for the people that in our family, because we done gave all our love out to niggas that don't even give a fuck if we live or die. If the world come to an end right now, is Beyonce gonna send a plane to get us? Is Jay-Z gonna send a plane to get us? Is Kanye West gonna send a plane to get us? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Let's learn to love each other. Let's love the people in our own household. Let's reach out and have conversation. One thing I said, if I ever get famous, y'all, not famous, if I ever get enough money, I'm going to build me a restaurant, and I'm going to have one table in that restaurant. I had this dream since I was a little kid. It's going to be one table, and strangers going to connect with strangers. It's going to be a restaurant with one table, and I hope nobody don't have that or stole my idea. I'm going to build a restaurant with one table. It's going to be a long motherfucking table. And you're going to be sitting with strangers, just like at the hibachi shit. But it sounds like the hibachi shit, but it's going to be doper than that. And we're going to talk. And you're going to be like, who the fuck this is in front of you? And you got to meet somebody new, and we got to build these connections. Man, that's one of my dreams if I ever grow to have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I always had that dream as a kid, though. But, man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Thank y'all for the support. We're going to take a little short break, and we're going to come back later on today. Oh, well, you know what? We're gonna come back. We're coming back tonight for the wager. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back tonight at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Y'all know Tassino will be wagering tonight. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to try to have fun, man. Thank y'all for the support. And you're right, cell phones have, but it's not the cell phone fault. It's on us to not understand how to properly communicate and work with the cell phone. The cell phone should be, hey, let's meet up. The cell phone shouldn't be, instead of meeting up, you want to text me all day. Nigga, meet me. Let's go kick it. But now, what we do, hey, baby, what's up? What's up, girl? How about you come and see me? We took the technology and used it all poorly. But hopefully one day we can get this stuff on the wraps. Thank y'all for the support. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back tonight at 10 p.m. for this Tassino wager. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me.
Bello on the